It's Tuesday afternoon, and you know what that means. It's time for Randominity with the Random Christian Show. Today, the Random Christian Show is interviewing author VJ Dunn. The Random Christian Show is brought to you by Mrs. A's famous Salsa Buena, a unique blended salsa loaded with cilantro and just the right amount of heat. Mrs. A's famous Salsa Buena is available in stores across Northern California, Colorado, Nevada, and Southern Oregon. To find a store near you, just visit mrsafamous.com. The Random Christian Show is proudly supported by The Advisor. The Advisor is a Facebook group created by Colonel James Neal Broaddus, composed of multi-talents such as actors, directors, artists, writers, and more. If you fall into this category, contact them on Facebook at The Advisor. The Random Christian Show can now be seen on the Good Wives Network, TV for women, by women. The Good Wives Network starts streaming soon over on Roku, Android TV, and Amazon TV. Intro music provided by the Dead Campers. Check them out on Spotify and at deadcampers.com. Next week, the Random Christian Show is interviewing Pastor Jonathan O'Reilly. My name is Andy, and now here's your host, Christian Random.
Yes, I love that song. Oh!
I know, it's hard not to sing it every time.
It jazzes me up and it makes me hail to the Random Christian Show. I am Christian, still not Andy.
No.
He is Andy.
That's Christian.
It says it right there. Look, yeah. I'm even actually pointing right to it.
Right. That's me. Yeah. This is, I can't. I lose my hand if I go.
Oh, don't do that. That felt weird on my shoulder.
Sorry.
Shoulder.
Sorry. I'll try not to do that anymore.
Welcome to the show. It is Tuesday. It is 4 p.m. Central, somewhat, and we're right on time as always.
Always.
And I hit the button, and it
good job.
Kind of had a little delay on the button, but yeah.
Well, my fault. I was having technical problems.
No, that was my fault. I was like, oh yeah, I just need to click. That's good. But yes, we're back, and we have author VJ Dunn, Vic. She's got all sorts of faith-based great books, very fun, very witty, and several series. I thought there was just one or two, but apparently she's got like 6. And so we are very excited to have her along with us. Also, Tommy the Truth at the end of the show here. We're going to have with our sports ticker going on, talking about the playoffs, the NFL draft, maybe a little hockey. We were trying to tease him into it, but he's kind of girly and doesn't like hockey. No, but I don't know. For some reason, he thinks Vegas is a good team. Middle of the desert, and yeah, how do you? No, bad. Hockey's. I mean, yeah, I think hockey's one of the last true real sports out there.
It would be hilarious if a desert team won the Stanley Cup, though. Like your environment can't sustain ice, yet you win an ice sport.
Yeah,
that would be incredible. Anyway,
it'll be a big gamble one way or the other.
That's true. Yeah,
because it's Vegas, baby. Yeah. See what I did there?
Yeah. I heard.
A little tribute to Elvis there.
There we go. Hey, and we already have some of VJ's fans in the comments. Katie Lyons.
Yeah. All right. Let's. Sorry. Let's enable our chat here real quick.
Yeah.
There she is. Awesome books, everyone. She never disappoints. I do not believe she does. Why am I? Oh, there's my chat.
There you go.
So now we've activated the chat, and we are very excited. So yes, if you are watching, please play along at home. We gladly invite you, just like Miss Katie right here. So yes, it will pop up over here on the right. So last week, we did a little. I did a little taste test of macaroni and cheese, Kraft macaroni and cheese gummies. Smells a little bit like it, with a hint of fruit, I guess. I don't know. And then tasted a lot like. No, I said it smelled like a foot.
Right.
Kind of. a fruity, cheesy foot.
But you
And
ended up liking them, right?
after I had a few more after the show, I opened up my palate and went,
Okay.
they're not so horrible.
Okay.
Of
All
course,
right.
they've been sitting here for a week now, and
Yeah, right.
they're still not that good,
Now,
but not that horrible.
now they are the warmth and consistency of actual mac and cheese.
So yes, and, yeah, they really are. So I thought I'd do a taste test of. Oh, wait a minute.
Wait, no, you
That's
can't
not
eat,
a taste test.
can't eat shirts.
That's a Random Christian Show t-shirt. That's right. We got a whole new shipment in. They're all extra large. But I have some. So if you're interested, please shoot me an email at therandomchristianshow at gmail.com. And I would love to set you up with one. It'd just be the cost of the shirt plus the shipping. So let me know.
So what are we doing today? All right. Doritos.
There's a little glare. I'm
tangy-
sorry.
Doritos tangy ketchup chips. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I find it. Again, I'm wondering what the need is for a tangy ketchup chip.
Okay. See now, and apparently in Canada, this is a thing. Potato chips and and I guess it's a
Well, this is a corn chip
thing, yeah. But yeah, the
but
corn chip.
So people in Canada are dipping corn chips in ketchup.
No, potato chips.
Okay, so why don't we get tangy ketchup potato chips?
Well, that would just be too easy and too much like Canada.
So in order to be not Canada, we decide, well, we're not going to go straight up and copy them. We're not going to do tangy ketchup potato chips. You know what? Doritos, can you guys put together a tangy ketchup flavor for us?
Well, actually, we can. We've been testing that on lab rats, and now we figured we'd just sell it to people in public.
I don't understand. I don't understand this at all.
Well, they also have a spicy mustard or a hot mustard Doritos, which I think I might be doing next week. My friend at work keeps giving me these to challenge, and then him and his friends watch me eat them.
Okay.
So,
all right. I just feel like this is speaking to a really, really niche audience.
Well, welcome to the Random Christian Show.
Yeah, right.
We speak to it.
We do this every week.
We do. And hello, Tim. You're broke down in Lawrence, so you have plenty of time to enjoy the show.
Oh, fantastic.
And
I hope the internet's good out there.
Yeah. So I actually got an email that I'm not doing this right because the Bacon Whisperer, Tony Adams,
okay,
does little samplings on his page, and the thing is to pop it open and sniff it real hard right away.
Well, we did that with the
macaroni and cheese gummies. Yeah. I mean, but I guess you got to.
Okay,
you're snorting an 8-ball or something. So, not that I'd know what that's all about.
All right. So, I mean, how you feeling? How do you feel about ketchup in general?
I don't mind ketchup. I mean, it's all right on French fries and maybe a baked potato with some butter. But
okay, if you get a plate of French fries, what side sauce are you asking for? Are you asking for ketchup?
Lots of times I just did a little salt. I'm pretty good with a little salt, but I don't mind the ketchup.
You're not dipping French fries in ketchup?
Sometimes, but I also like to dip them in mayonnaise.
Right. Okay. That's perfectly legit.
Which is French, which makes me an expert in the French fries.
Now, do you put ketchup on hamburgers?
Yes, but not a lot.
Okay.
Just enough.
How do you feel about meatloaf?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Okay. All right.
Or cream of mushroom soup. That's fancy meatloaf right there.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm talking about things that typically take ketchup.
Yeah.
So you're a ketchup fan, but not like you're not putting it on everything.
Oh no.
No.
And when I do use it, I'm very liberal with it. Not liberal. No, that's the wrong word.
No, stingy.
Stingy. There you go. Excellent.
Okay.
Excellent word.
And then one final question. Is there ketchup in your refrigerator right now?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
There is it's a healthy ketchup. There's no sugar or corn syrup or anything in it. So
now is there
basically just tomato paste.
Is it no sugar added ketchup?
No sugar added. No, it's
okay.
all...
Well, but it's okay. There's still sugar in it, just so you know. There's the natural sugar that comes with ketchup.
Yeah,
but they just don't add any more. That's what no
it's
sugar
called tomato paste.
Added means.
Yeah.
I'm just letting you know you are getting sugar. I'm just letting you know. Sorry. Do I need to change my name to Bubble Burster?
My wife buys all the healthy.
I know. There's nothing wrong with it. I have no sugar added barbecue sauce in my thing. I'm just letting you know there's still sugar.
Yeah. All right. And so, that's not. Yeah.
Okay. Let's open it. Let's see what we got.
I know.
Actually starting to. He needs the sugar-free ketchup hookup. You really don't, because sugar-free ketchup isn't.
Okay. No. Again, here's a spoiler alert. Tomato paste. There it is. All right. There you go.
All right. Here we go. Well, no, you should have let it go and opened it up and sniffed.
You're absolutely right. Here we go. That's not the smell I was expecting, to be honest.
So I'm guessing.
I mean, I got a good whiff of it. It's actually, now that I smell it with a little oxygen, it smells like you would expect a corn chip and ketchup smell.
So why do we need this? Who the heck is dipping?
Because I apparently have to eat these so my friends at work can laugh at me.
Okay, all right. So get a chip. Let's see it. Let's see the chip. No. I need you to pick it up with your hands. Get all of the stuff on your fingers, right?
I got a pretty coated one, I think, here.
Okay, no, that looks good. All right. It looks like a regular Dorito, but let's see how it tastes. Ready, set,
I'm not sure. It's gonna taste like vomit.
Well, let's see that reaction.
Vomit.
Get the whole chip in there. You got to get the whole chip in there. Come on.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, none of this little don't bite like my son eating dinner that we're forcing him to eat. Get it like full chip it. Matthew Sharp, Dorito ketchup cologne. There you go. All right, here we go.
I don't have a napkin, so I had to lick my food.
No, that's fine. You're allowed to. That is a very Dorito move, to lick your fingers. That's okay. So how do we feel about this? Does it just taste like a regular Dorito, or does it taste like a off-putting Dorito?
It tastes like a corn chip with ketchup all over it. Which, I mean, if you're into ketchup, hey, bully for you.
Does anybody out there dip corn chips in ketchup?
I don't know.
Anybody?
If you do, send an email to the Random Christian Show if you're listening at home later on.
And tell me how this came about.
But anybody watching, yeah.
We just need to know. Okay, chip number 2. He's going for it.
Well, I got to make sure. Well, see, because remember last week, after I had a second one, I was like, yeah.
Okay, it's a legit test. Go for it. All right, let's see. Okay. We're waiting. Well, we're waiting. Okay. Yeah.
No, it's just corn chip with ketchup.
So,
okay.
Part of me is wondering now too whether or not we should have had regular corn chips with ketchup that we could have dipped for like a control, you know? So I think the next time
that's what we really needed.
So I think the next time we do a taste test, we need to have like a control group with a plain Dorito. Like, can you actually get a plain Dorito out there? Like, do they have corn chip flavored Doritos? Really?
Oh yeah, I think there's
Because isn't the nature of Doritos that they're flavored with the cheese?
But no, Doritos just started out as a plain corn tortilla chip.
Are you thinking of Tostitos?
No, I am not.
Okay.
I'm old. I remember back in the days when there was corn and we called it maize.
Right.
And we ground it into little powder, mixed it with some water, threw it in the oven, and bang! We had Doritos.
You learn stuff on the Random Christian Show, everybody. Yeah. I need to see.
really.
Well, I'm curious now.
Welcome to Randomity sign.
Yeah, when I go shopping on Saturday, I really want to see if there's a. Oh, see, look, Mrs. A's in the chat. Hey, boys, I bet Mrs. A's salsa Mrs. A's famous salsa buena would make those chips taste better.
Yeah, anything Jim sock would make those taste better, I think.
Well, you can dip anything in Mrs. A's famous salsa buena and it'll taste better.
But good Lord, yes. Sure. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's the most amazing.
Right.
And check out a past episode if you don't believe us, because Andy was not a fan of salsa verde or hot.
No, hot salsa.
Yeah.
And Mrs. A's famous salsa buena converted me.
Okay. Yeah. I need more water.
She's off to get root canal surgery. Mrs. A, have a great surgery. Oh, thank you so much.
All right. Yes. Thank you, Mrs. A. Be careful. Yes, we're praying for you. Get the gas.
Katie in the chat was singing Tostitos as well. I don't think there is a regular Dorito chip out there.
Yes, there is. Okay. There is, you youngster.
Okay. All right.
You flippity flab with your Tostitos and whatnot. No, Doritos started out as just a regular tortilla chip, plain. Now it had a little bit of flavoring to it, but it was basically plain. Okay. But then they developed the nacho cheese. Oh, now you're Googling.
Well, I did. I Googled, and there is the toasted corn flavor.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh!
Red alert!
Oh, red alert! Red alert! Watch out! Oh, that's for the Tostitos.
Okay, now we
warning.
know. No. All right, I'll get off this. I'm off the Dorito kick.
Okay, we're moving on. Again, we're very excited to have our guests that'll be on here in just a second. So did I mention we got shirts?
Yes, you did mention that.
And they're still in packaging, so I didn't try to wear them and then
No, that's good. That's very good. Yeah.
They're comfortable though. They're actually far more comfortable than I thought. They were going to be that stiff, rigid kind of t-shirt that you get.
Sure.
No, these are very soft and very nice.
Okay.
I was
cool.
oh, yes, you're actually very comfortable.
That's wonderful. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. See? they're fantastic. They feel fantastic, and they don't chafe my nipples. Yeah, there. I'm not sure where that was going, but get off to a root.
Let's move away. Let's move away from it. Please.
Yeah, we are going to move away. In fact, we're going to. You hear that? There it is. The never-ending story. What a way! What a theme! What a segue into our guest, Miss VJ Dunn. Yay! Where's my applause? There it is. There's the applause. Miss Vicky.
Hey. Hello.
Welcome to our never-ending story.
This is for Matthew. I'm covering the name, but
there you go. Yeah.
I had to run to my refrigerator and grab.
That's so funny. If you need to put it
my
back,
poor husband's on the diet too.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you need to put it back, feel free to run and put it back if you have to. I don't want warm ketchup.
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
by the end of this interview.
Is it going to be that long?
No, no, it shouldn't.
Oh well, you never know with us.
Right. Yeah.
Sometimes things tend to go a little bit sideways, and yeah, that's what this disclaimer here is for. The bold process of knowing.
I need to ask to satisfy my own curiosity, though. Have you ever dipped a corn chip in ketchup before?
I've grown up Southwest USA. No. Very hot chili. I'm from New Mexico.
Okay.
I don't live there. I'm from there.
Okay. All right.
So no, ketchup or getting gross.
Right.
It tastes like it sounds. And
well, those poor Canadians don't know what hot food is. I guess that's their version of salsa. Yum yum.
Now they are the ones who came up with gravy and cheese curds and French fries. And I will tell you, it sounds bad. It's actually really, really good. Like you have one little pensive bite and you're like, okay, I'll take another one just to make sure. Maybe I should have one more. Well, this is pretty all right. Well, let me just finish the plate and lick it, and then okay, that was really, really good. Could I have two more? And that's the
first time I tried ranch dressing pizza.
Oh yeah,
and it was delicious.
Yeah.
It's like the old Reese's peanut butter commercial, or the old hey, you got your chocolate in my peanut butter. You got your peanut butter in your chocolate.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Two tastes that are great together. Speaking of tasting great, how about some of these books that you write, lady?
How about?
I've bitten into a couple of them, and very much like a macaroni and cheese gummy. No, it's
Dirty Socks, great.
Right.
No. No, these did not taste like dirty socks. I will definitely attest
sound
to
like
that.
It, though.
Yeah, I think. Now you have several series, but you've got now. In your description of your stories and stuff, you are you say you're. Oh, let's see. What I had this all figured out here a little while ago, but I'm also old. You're very whimsical in your tale telling, and you don't stick. I mean, you're a faith-based author, which I absolutely love. But you're still, you get a little what's it? Yeah, PG-13, I guess, is the best way to describe it. So you'll get in there and you'll spark people's minds a little bit. What is it about besides that? What is it about your storytelling that people seem to enjoy so much? Because you've got several different stories out there.
I've got I write a lot of different genres within the pen.
Okay, thank you. Genres. That's what I was trying to think of.
I've got apocalyptic. Everyone loves the apocalyptic stuff.
Oh yeah.
But I also have inspirational series, which that's my heart series. Mm-hmm. It's about a little old lady who's suddenly a widow, and she gets her rotten cat and puts them in a little VW bug and goes across witnessing to people. And that series I love, but it didn't get any love at all. But it's a little bug. She's got a bug. But
bus.
Yeah, so I think what people like about my stories, at least what I hear in reviews and comments, is that I try to make it real. I try to make the characters real, and we don't have Pollyannas and pearl clutching in my story. Worse than we've got drug addiction, and we've got homelessness, and we've got everything in real life. And I try to be that way in real life myself. It's always been meet me. We're together 5 minutes and you know my entire life story, because that's who I am. I'm going to vomit it all out, and you decide if you want to talk to me anymore or walk away, which that has happened a few times. But okay.
Right. Okay. Well, now, and hello, Mariano. Thank you very much for joining us. Now, you say that you're obviously you're pretty open page, but now do you say, well, like people start asking you questions about your life and stuff, and you're like, well, that's this book right here on the third part of the series, that was my capricious youth, or this was back when I was juggling knives for a living or something. I mean, do you refer people to those kinds of parts of your stories, or is
I
a lot
haven't
of this
written
based
anything.
out of that?
I haven't written anything biographical or autobiographical at all yet, but there are some instances where I've used my own life in those stories. So
Mm-hmm.
when I'm mad at him, he's going to die in.
Right.
How are you going to kill me this
Yes.
time?
Yes. That's the famous Wilhelm scream, by the way. So you're more than welcome to use that. And so okay, so first off, you wrote your story about the little old lady that takes her cat and drives around in a bug, which that's very intriguing. I'm a huge old Volkswagen fan. So but you've also written more of a child series too, isn't that correct? Or a teen, I guess.
I'm running it now. Yeah, it's
that's what you're in the
Taylor,
process.
Okay.
Demon Slayer. Yeah, in fact, I'm behind on it. I should be writing as we speak, but I'm here instead because it's fun. Yeah, it's about a boy who. It's about a young teenage boy, special foster care. He's bullied and all that. He discovers that he's a demon slayer.
Ooh.
Go into the spiritual realm and actually slay demons. So it's based. The reason I wrote this is to kind of counteract our culture.
Oh,
with all the witch and everything. There's no witchcraft in this. It's all faith-based. There are angels that help him along, and of course, references to scripture and God always.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So our Savior's in all my books. So.
Okay. Well, and I was going to say, how much do you refer back to? I mean, are there full-on biblical references, or are you just quoting verses in them, or I mean,
both.
do you base stories out of them, or?
No, I quote scripture a lot. I don't reference what scripture it is because I want people to get into their Bibles. Look it up. If you want to know where that is. I might say, and sometimes I say the chapter, but you're going to have to read it and find it. But no,
I love
it. Did you used to be a teacher?
No, but I had 3 kids, and by golly.
Right.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
But no, I want people in their Bibles. That's the most important thing. And if I do nothing else in this life but get and help our brethren to be stronger as in their faith and have fun doing it, then I've done my job. I asked the Lord years ago. I read something about you can ask the Lord what He thinks of you, and so Lord, what do you think of me? And I'm thinking, it's going to be Ruth because I'm so loyal, or or Queen Esther. So something cool. No, he told Lucille Ball. So
yes.
Yeah, so I kind of embraced that. I did my hair for years, and
yeah.
But yeah, so I like to have fun because God has a sense of humor. I mean,
yes.
yeah, absolutely humor. So I'd like to share that. I don't want to be fake in my books. I don't know they're fiction and they're fake. So I try to make them as real as possible. So.
Right.
Yeah.
So basically, a lot of these books are almost in a way a discipleship. That's a big word for me. I'm sorry.
I didn't mind try to spell it. It's hard to spell. Check. So, maybe. I don't know. I would like to say that, but at the same time, I don't want to get above myself, and it's all about God.
So,
no, absolutely.
Yeah. So let's go back to the beginning. How did this all start for you? Was writing something that you always wanted to do when you were growing up, or did you just sort of fall into it and realize that you had a real passion for it?
I have always been a big reader.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the Scholastic books, and when we had those, what were they? Those little things you got to fill out which book you wanted. I couldn't wait until they
Oh
got
yeah.
to do it.
Right.
And then I immediately graduated into Jane Austen. So I was reading Pride and Prejudice at probably age maybe
Oh,
younger.
wow.
But like I said, I've always been a really and the time when so here I am going to be real. I'm
Okay.
Lady at the Well. Okay, I'm on my 6th marriage. So yeah. So after the one that I thought for sure was never going to fail, it was failing. My book I won't share with anyone here because it's not Christian and it's not under this pen name anymore.
Okay.
But it was to help me heal a lot of the stuff that I went through in that marriage, and not just that marriages too.
Right.
So I have
It was sort of a cathartic kind of thing to
Right.
exactly.
No, absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was a catharsis that helped me heal tremendously in writing it. And again,
Okay.
and it was at least fiction, but the
Yeah.
funny thing is the man that I met next closely resembled the hero in that story, and I'm married to him now, and we've been married for 10 years, and he's awesome and amazing, and he puts up with me. Yay for Fred. Shout out to my husband.
Right on. Well played, sir.
Nobody else to put up with me, not even my parents.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so you said you wrote this one book, and I mean, title nom de plume, whatever. You use that as a catharsis. Now, are some of these other books kind of not just an escape, but is it a way for you to get some other things out of your system, or are these just purely more just passions that you want to write about because you do different genres, obviously?
Yeah. Now the first subject series I wrote, it's the End series, and I wrote it based on my husband and my on where we live, and I had mine the whole time I was we live right on the Mexican border, and the book is on the Mexican border, and people just struggling to survive through the tribulation, and so I had these characters in mind. They were people in my life that I knew, and so although one guy I kind of got mad at, and so he became the bad guy in the series. See, so don't tick off the author because she will saying. Yeah. So it's I started writing books because I wanted to kill people and get away with it. Just kidding.
Yeah, well, we've gone to the dark side of Vicky now.
FBI's on the now.
Oh yeah. Well, it is what it is, and they may just hire you. So, it's just saying. Now, your apocalyptic series. Now, is this any way slightly based out of Revelations at all, or is this just purely just an apocalyptic type of deal?
All Revelations, and Daniel, and First or Second Thessalonians, First Thessalonians. Wow.
Right.
I should know this. Anyway, try to follow along. Yeah, shame on me. I try to follow along with the prophetic words, all the prophecies that were written about the end times, and Jesus told us. And I know a lot of people are pre-tribulation rapture, but I'm not, and so that is something I talk about in my books. Is that it may I'm wrong. Yes, Lord, let's go. But if I'm not, I would like everyone to be prepared. There's a possibility we got that wrong. So theological, a lot of different ideas. On your show, I don't want to get theological, but in my books I do. In my books, I'm like,
and we're
it's a
not
possibility
afraid,
that we got that wrong.
I mean, I'm gonna have a pastor on next week that he ain't gonna be afraid of nothing. Trust me.
Good.
And
we need more of those men in the pulpit.
Yeah. Me and my wife always say, we go outside and practice jumping up every now and then just to be ready for when Jesus comes. So,
That's right.
Yeah, it's just makes it easier for him. Okay. So, so you have the apocalyptic series. Now the old lady, that's just purely her little thing. What other stories do you have that are maybe a catharsis, or are they what other genres have you tackled?
My millennial series takes place after the first apocalyptic series. They go in, so some of the characters go into that too. So that fantasy, because who knows what the millennium's going to be like.
Right.
So yeah, so that's a series where one of the main characters in the first apocalyptic series gets to go. She survives through the tribulations. Basically, she's not, she's not spirit in the millennial period. So she is a remnant warrior, and she gets to train the other remnants because Satan's going to be released, and so that's what they're doing. And it goes through the releasing of Satan and his time on Earth while he's tempting the saints, the people that are living here then. So that one was kind of fun to write, and that was geared more to teenagers because the girl in it was a teenager. Of course, now she's 1,017. So, but
what's a few,
yeah,
100.
I feel like about
years.
age most. So, but yeah, the old lady road trip revival, I named it, and that was, you asked about if it was cathartic. Wow, that's a hard word too. That's like discipleship.
At least it's not just me.
That one was more of a, I wish I could do that. I mean, I don't want my husband to die.
Sure.
She becomes a widow. But, I wish I could go across country and tell people about Jesus, because that's what she does. And she gets into all these crazy station robbery. She meets a group of Marines, and they take her in a nightclub, and she's a cop. She goes through it all. She's sharing word, and I wish I had that in me. But I am introvert. I'm really introvert, so I have to really struggle to reach people. I do. I tell them, but not like I should. I'm not
right.
That I would like to be. So in my books, I am the biggest evangelist you ever met. I'm Billy Graham.
Yeah, you found your venue, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's better than not doing anything at all. I've found that I try to be a little more persuasive in ways, like when people use the Lord's name in vain. Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah, it's our Lord and Savior. And
tell that to a lady I worked with.
and just be like, what? I'm like, you hear me? So and of course I'm always the guy that makes everybody double think and feel awkward. So which is why I usually show up in my underwear most places. And
how are we gonna know? I mean, you're sitting behind a desk, right?
See, now you get podcasting. This is awesome. This is really the most Andy's ever been dressed. So we're very
it's true
on that.
Yeah, no, this is caught me on a good day.
Yeah,
for sure.
He's Greek, so it's usually just matted hair.
Yeah.
Do you braid it down the back? I mean, that's kind of cool.
Well, no, no. Thankfully, I'm not that hairy. But
no, it's just dreadlocks.
Right.
How about some ketchup?
Doritos, yummy.
Yeah. No. All right. All right. So now, how many series have you written?
I should have, because I'm the writer. I think 7. It's hard because I have other pen names too, so they all kind of jumble together. But yeah, I think I'm on number 7.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So, but now all your books are faith-based one way or another, except for that one that we won't talk about.
Yeah. Well, and my other pen name is not necessarily faith-based, but it's clean romance. So it's not.
Oh,
okay.
Closed door
cool,
sex. There's no. Yeah, sex and cussing is PG. But
right.
You just hear a lot of
no F.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Close the door, but they're still
Yeah, a lot of.
And I'm pretty sure they're doing something back there, but I'm just not sure exactly what.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
A
Moving
light
forward.
thumping can be heard.
Yeah.
Under the ceiling. Huh. What is that
Oh,
sound?
what are you doing?
What's
The
that
books
sound?
just
our
fell off
dogs,
the
I guess
shelf.
it's-
I'm not sure what's going on, but the dog really wants to get in there for some reason.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Been awesome, Vicky, but gotta go chase a 1-year-old. Hugs, and we'll talk soon. Bye, Katie. Thank you
Thank you,
so much
Katie.
for
Bye,
hanging out with us. Don't forget, they can be replayed later on or catch it
Yeah.
on Spreaker or iHeart Radio. Now,
My readers who's become a friend. And I've got several of them that are really good friends. You know, shout out to Katie and Dave and Angie and Denny. So
well, and this was one of the questions I had because I gave you the promo slate to put out on your pages and whatnot. I saw a lot of reaction from your fan base. Now, and this is one thing I was going to ask: do you get involved a lot with your fans and people that read your books? Do they write into you a lot? Do you guys trade stories back and forth? Do you have a lot of interaction, I guess?
yeah, I try to. I always answer all emails, unless one guy that was just absolutely horrible. I mean, the email he sent me was shocking that I cried. You know, and I'm
Wow.
59 years old and I've been around. So yeah, he was a stinky foot.
He was a
Dorito chip.
stinky, tangy ketchup Dorito.
Yeah, tainted ketchup. It was shocking the things that he said to me, only because I my Facebook page because of his comments. He was being horrible.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, anyway.
Ooh.
But people are wonderful. So many good comments. They email me. Some people have my cell phone number because we've been friends for a couple years now, you know. So,
Right.
And I love that. That's one of the best things because we're so isolated where we live. Where if I want to go to, the only option is one. It's 18 miles away. So small town. So we don't
Wow.
get DoorDash or Uber or anything.
Oh wow.
That's how horrible it is. All 1800s were.
Yeah, I was gonna say you could, but the price tag, you might as well have flown somewhere and eaten for
Right.
far better. You're like, there's your
And if I wanna
McDonald's.
fly
It's only a
anywhere,
week
I have to
old.
drive. If I want to fly somewhere, I have to drive 3.5 hours for it. So,
Oh wow.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness. Okay, now is that to a
It's
major
little-
airport or is it just a little rinky dinky to the major?
that would be Tucson. So yeah,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right.
a small airport, but it's a major. It's an international airport, but it's not
Right.
It's a big airport,
Yeah.
It's international because it's close
So-
to the border,
actually. Right. That's one reason.
which means there's a
That's the only
Taco Bell
reason.
right down the street.
Right.
So that's how that works. Here, hold on. Sorry, forgot that one.
Heyo.
Everywhere.
Heyo. All right. So only one creepster. So that's good. Like I said, you had you have some very. I mean, lots of people were just saying wonderful things, and they have been during the show here. And I love the fact. Yeah, you said the reason I was asking is because you said you're an introvert, but you really do not seem introverted. Vic, I'm just curious as to I mean, when you all do go out or do something, are you just really kind of walled off and on your own, or how do you play it?
No, I guess what I should say is I'm an extroverted introvert. I don't have any problem with interaction with people, but after a while I get totally drained and I can't
Oh
feel
sure.
anymore. So
No.
I mean, going
Yeah.
out in public with a lot of people is just too draining for me. So
Yeah.
I try not to. But yeah, no, I have no problem one-on-one conversations with people. In fact, yesterday we were at Walmart and I had this big long conversation with the guy next to me checking out because he had a MAGA hat. I had to make a comment about it.
Oh, of course. Of
Oh.
course.
Yeah.
So
I won't get political. But yeah, it was a good hat.
oh, hey, we're not afraid of any of it, you know.
Yeah.
Trust me, we've had our debates. We've even had a couple of politicians on here, so
Yeah.
we're not afraid. We're not afraid at all. It's called an open forum, and everybody's allowed their own opinions, and whether they're right or wrong, that's completely up to me. But
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
why I have this. Yeah, yeah. That's all.
You're making a stupid comment. Play that.
Right.
Or this. Or that. That's obviously my favorite. Because people usually agree with me, and then it's like, well, sorry, I'm completely wrong. Okay, so you said you're sitting there, you're talking with. Now, do people recognize you? I mean, because you have your picks in the books and stuff. Have you ever been spotted? And oh my gosh, Vicky.
No, that would be cool. It would be cool in a way, but I would hate to be a true celebrity because I have no, can't go out in public. You know, if you're a big, you can't go out in public or anything. That's crazy.
Yeah. Well,
I can't imagine being like that.
And now, okay, so now you.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. My. It's weird. My little thingy gets off sometimes. So.
We're pretty high tech here.
Super high tech. Nothing but the best here at the Random Person Show.
Now, okay, I completely lost my train of thought. I was tripping out and thinking I was having a flashback watching Andy.
That's okay.
Which
now,
does
do you have I know you said you write a lot of different genres. Do you have a particularly favorite genre that you're writing in, or is it literally the genre of the moment that you're sort of in at the moment that you just enjoy and you just sort of roll with the punches as to what you're in?
I like all of them, except honestly, the apocalyptic books are really hard to write. They're really draining. They're very, very draining is the word of the day. But they take a lot out of me because it's, bad things are happening. It's scary. The series right now is a disillusioned pastor who's walked away from everything because things didn't go the way he thought, and now they're in the tribulation, and why are they still here? And so, but he, I've got him in prison now. He's going to sit in prison for a while because I'm beat him up. Even got shaved. Yeah, he got shaved.
Oh wow!
Whoa!
But yeah,
all right.
Now he's going to be like a Paul because I don't want to. No spoilers.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
You have to read books.
No.
Yeah, no, it's hard to write them. So the series into like 2 other apocalyptic series that I told you about, and they're longer. These are short books. They're very short books. I could write for that length of time in one book, and I tried doing different kinds of same, and that doesn't really work very well for me.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Squirrel because I'm nutty.
Would you ever consider adapting any of your stuff for TV or a movie or anything?
If videos picked it up in a heartbeat. Dallas Jenkins, do you happen to be watching? Yeah, but I would have issues with a lot of their, like any kind of Hollywood type, because they, they did with the movies with Kirk Cameron weren't so bad. This one, it was horrible.
Yeah.
They taught out and that would be my biggest fear, is that wouldn't be represented. The Lord wouldn't be represented the way I wanted him to be, which is with honor and he's still a God of miracles, and I want everyone to know that he's a God of miracles. I've seen it firsthand several times. So. Yeah,
and that does happen a lot with the movies, and you see them and you're like, wow, this is really interesting, and they just get right in the middle of the script. It just gets lost, and you're just like, wait, this is supposed to be kind of biblically based, and now we're in a spaceship, and now why is there a big
How about-
gooey thing sitting next to that guy? Is that supposed to be an angel, or is it a booger on the screen? I don't know.
How about Noah in that movie when all of a sudden other boats are showing up?
Yeah.
They were making fun of Noah for building a boat. There's other boats, and you had.
But well, they were underwater. They became, water breathing based plant forms, and
that's
well,
right,
we'll just follow Noah around and
Evolved into
yeah. Earlier you alluded to the fact that you wrote your one series to go up against the Harry Potter, basically. The Harry Potter. Yes. Oh, that just sounded real. You did it to go against the Harry Potter.
Yeah. I shouldn't have said, it's an alternative, kids. How's that? Or something that's faith-based that parents can let their kids read, and it won't be.
Right, but seriously, there are a lot of people who, I mean, I get it. Harry Potter in the right frame of mind, it can be a very fun story and things like that. But as the series progressed, it got very dark, and to a point where I was very concerned about my younger daughters watching it. In fact, I didn't even let them watch it. Their mom later on let them watch the series and stuff like that, but that's a whole different ball game. My thing is, but there were a lot of parents who, they did not like the fact of the sorcery and the magic, and magic is purely, it's all about deception, and which is great and fun when you're doing a card trick or coin trick, things like that. But the way it's portrayed, and it became even more portrayed in this Harry Potter series, it got very evil and very dark. And a lot of people were very concerned about that. And I get it, unless your kid is very strong biblically based. Yeah, I wouldn't be letting them watch it.
And today's kids are definitely not. I mean, unless they're homeschooled, I don't see how they can. And the agendas that are being pushed on our kids are pretty scary.
Look, Mom, I'm a macaroni and cheese gummy. Oh, that's good, Bobby. You just be the best macaroni and cheese gummy you can be. I will be. By the way, I'm not going to school anymore. That's fine, Bobby. You just do what you ever have to do. I want you to be proud of yourself. I'm going to sit here and do nothing. Okay, good. Oh, you pooped your pants. Well done. Okay, sorry.
We got a great comment from Dave Guerrero here. It's like meeting one of my favorite authors ever. I'm kind of geeking out. Thanks, Dave.
Well, Dave
is one of my absolute favorite readers. He left me some reviews on books, and then he once and I figured out who it was, and I said, "Hey, are you Chef Dave?" And we've been emailing back and forth ever since. And he sends me his devotionals in the morning. And Dave, I love you. You're an awesome
that's
brother.
Great.
Right on, Dave.
Yeah.
Well,
Excellent.
Thanks for being a part of this, man. And by the way, Dave, here's our disclaimer. Yes, we're nerds. So, welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right
you're now in Nerdvana, as we like to say. So now this whole series that you're coming out with, it's basically to counteract, right? I mean,
alternative.
For an alternative.
Yeah.
Right.
Alternative. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Potato.
No. You're not.
Macaroni cheese gummy.
Right.
Tangy ketchup Dorito.
Not trying to undo anything. You're just offering a warm and fuzzy alternative to the other.
A faith.
Yeah. Well, I can't say warm and fuzzy because my little boy is right in the middle of a demon horde at the moment.
Right.
So.
No. Stuff happens, but at the I get it.
Now,
I get it.
I sometimes have problems counting to 6. That's because I only have 5 fingers on one hand, though.
Well, you counted that.
Okay, sorry. 5 fingers.
This is like Mystery Science 3000.
It's like,
well, you know what?
We're nerds.
We should get a graphic of little heads watching us.
Right. Little robots.
I'll work on that. I'll get little Yeah.
And now there's this disclaimer right there. All right. So
See it. My eyes are too bad.
Oh.
it just explains the definition of randomity, which is the bold process of knowing and discussing everything about nothing in particular. That's
Like
randomity.
a politician.
Shh. You've foiled our evil plot. We were going to take over the world until Vicky decides to just go ahead and let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah.
Thanks, Vicky.
There goes
You're
our
welcome.
2024 presidential campaign.
Right. Well, I was gonna take
Yeah,
Trump and
I can do
everybody
it.
out, but oh well. And see, Andy's
Running-
really the puppet master. So
Running on the random party ticket too.
right. Oh, it's random,
Hey,
baby.
folks.
Hey, so and by the way, for those listening at home, we are talking with author VJ Dunn, otherwise known as Vicky, and she's got several series of books out, all different genres. You can go to www.vjdunn.com and find out more about her books and all the different series that she has going on. Vicky, we got to do a commercial real quick, and I was just wondering if you'd be able to hang out with us for just a little bit longer while we do that, and then we will come back. We'll talk a little bit more, and then we got a little game we'd like to play with you. Nothing bad, nothing where you're gonna juggle knives or anything.
My pearls.
Yeah. Oh, touch my pearls. No. And then I get the vapors. Oh my.
Yes.
I did that way too well, didn't I?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that scares me. All right, we're gonna cut out. We're gonna listen to a little word from Mrs. A's famous salsa buena, and then we'll be right back, kids. Heyo, do you like salsa? Are you tired of pretending you like what the mass-produced companies are giving you? Well, now you don't have to. That's right, Mrs. A's famous salsa buena is here to treat you right. They got 3 flavors like medium, hot, and salsa verde, all made with fresh, all-natural ingredients in a unique blended, authentic salsa with fresh cilantro and no onions. That's right, no more onion breath for you. It's the perfect complement to your favorite foods like burritos, steaks, flautas, nachos, enchiladas, chicken, and of course, chips. But there's so much more. Mrs. A's famous salsa buena has gone from a reward for her students now to the shelves in over 500 stores in California, and now it's expanded to Oregon, Nevada, Wyoming, and soon across the US of A. Amazingly fresh, all-natural, authentic, and delicioso, Mrs. A's famous salsa buena is near you. To find out where, go to www.mrsafamous.com, and you'll also get some great recipes, info, and so much more. Mrs. A's famous salsa buena. Reward yourself and eat buena. Eating buena is what we do here best at the Random Christian Show. We have author Vicky Dunn, or VJ Dunn, very funny and entertaining faith-based author from all sorts of different genres of the writing factors. Now, you are currently working on the teen series. What was the name of it, or can you not release that yet? Or
This is called Easy Tame Slayer. It's called Realms
I kind of like
Unknown.
that.
Yeah.
Got a little
Got my fans for the
jazziness to
bakers, by the
them.
way.
Do what?
That was my fan because I had the vapors.
Oh,
Oh.
oh,
I couldn't find my pearls.
darling.
Though. I think the cat's wearing them.
Oh, and Dave says once you start reading your books, you won't be able to put your books down. So buy them all. That way you've got them plenty on hand. Now, okay, let me ask you this. You said you can be found on Amazon. Now, are you also on like Kindle and stuff like that? Are you on the ebook things? Man, I sound old.
those only, yeah, get off my lawn. All my books are available in ebooks. Most of them, almost all of them are available in paperback. But I am also, some of the books are exclusive to Amazon because they're in Kindle Unlimited, the subscription service. And be with anyone else if you have them in there. But some of my other books are available wherever you can buy. Kobo, Apple Books, Google, they're available all over. So
right on.
I'm out there. I just threw myself out there.
Are you at like Barnes and Nobles, things like that, in regular bookstores, or are you just basically sticking to Christian bookstores? Or
well, I'm in an author, so I'm not published by the big publishers because I want to actually make money.
Right.
Sorry, I mean,
Smart.
I get to keep 70% of my income, and they take 70%. Yeah, I'd rather keep it. But anyway, and there's not a lot of money to be made unless you're Stephen King or whoever. But yeah, so my books are available pretty much everywhere. So
trust me, we've been doing it well.
Meatloaf for dinner.
With ketchup.
Right.
Yeah. No, barbecue sauce.
Ooh. Good answer.
Hey.
Little bell pepper in there. Yummy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, try the golden mushroom soup over the top. You will not regret it. Trust me.
Okay.
Mom's favorite secret from back in the days. I was like, "What is this? This isn't just meatloaf." Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. We need more meatloaf, Mom. Which is not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about you, Vicki, BJ Dunn, author extraordinaire. Now, and Andy asked this earlier. So, you're not afraid of doing any movies and stuff. Have like any independent, people like through colleges or anything said, "Hey, we've read your book. We really just want to do like maybe something based off of your stories." Have you ever been approached like that at all, or are you opposed to anything like that?
I have not been approached. So come at me.
Well, I know sometimes, people get a little, because, the small independent guys, they will get a little freelancy with your story, and then it can get a little awkward and weird. So I was just curious if, any of that.
I wouldn't have a problem. Yeah. Again, I wouldn't have a problem with, I would want to have,
a level of control over the stuff.
Yeah, just not because I'm vain or anything, but again, I want the Lord represented properly, and I don't really...
the last thing you want is to muddy the waters of your content, but at the same time, you don't want it to miss the message that you're trying to send.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
now, do you plan all these things out, or just like you get inspired? You're like, so I'm writing this series for the teens right now. When you're done with that, do you have something on the back burner that you're like, I need to get this going? Or do you do like 2 or 3 different projects at a time?
I have 2 different projects at a time. So like right now I'm only writing the Easy Taylor book. And then right after that, I have another apocalyptic book. And then I have another book in name. And then we start the project again. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I should drink heavily.
Oh no, then you end up in my little weird world of where I was, and trust me, it's
then you end up hosting a weird podcast with some weird co-host, and then it's all downhill from there.
It really is. At that point,
you can only go up, right?
Right.
really, there's nowhere else to go but up from here.
Right. Yeah.
So now, your series, you've got 2 or 3 different series. When do you say there's an end? Or are you just kind of like when that's going to happen, or do you ever expect? Do you just going to keep writing until somebody says, "Okay, stop"?
Well, you mean on a series or in general?
Just in general.
Every book I write, I tell my husband, "Oh, here we go. The 1-star reviews are going to come rolling in now. He's the worst writer ever. We got to away he said the right police are going to take away your crayons. You're not going to be able to send a text or anything. I do it every single book too, every time. Like, oh, the first book I ever wrote, it's horrible. Oh, but
and then there it is, selling off the shelves.
There are days when I'm like, I don't want to write another word to save my, but then I'm like, oh, I got an idea. I should do that. Talking to last week, and I told him, yeah, right in the middle of one of your sermons, the Lord told me I need to write another podcast about a pastor who wanders away from the church, and he's like, what?
Yeah,
it wasn't about you. Just an idea.
Oh my goodness. Oh, and then then it's just like, wow, okay.
Thanks. Yeah, and his name happens to be, no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, there's times when I get really tired of the books, the series, and the apocalyptic series I always try to limit to 4. Sure. Because they're too hard. But this one is, because I told you they're shorter stories, they're difficult to write, so I made them a lot shorter. It's going to be a 9-book series. I already have it planned out. So, but I don't plan my books either. I mean, I know from this is where they're going to start, and this is where I want them to.
Yeah.
But between it, they call it pantsing. Writing by the seat of your pants.
Oh, okay. I was like, okay, now that's getting weird.
Yeah, a lot of authors outline every single thing, and they know exactly chapter by chapter what's going to happen. And I'm like,
right.
I have no idea. Yeah, it's all kind of up to my weird brain and the Lord, hopefully leading some of it.
Well, at least you have good guidance. That's the best GPS that you can have. So, well, listen, Vicky, I want to have you back on after you've completed this series, so we can delve into it a little bit and help expose it some more. Would you be willing to do that with us?
Sure. But which series are you talking about? The Disillusioned Pastor or the kids?
Yes. Oh, okay. When you're done with both of them, then we'll bring you back on so we can talk about that. There, I left it a lot more open that way. I'm very intrigued, and I want to hear how. I mean, obviously, we don't know how they're going to come out, so I want to know how they're going to finish. I mean, you're the only one who knows this, so afterwards,
I don't know.
Yeah, that's just there it is. Then he's still driving away. Yeah, that's the whole plot of the book. Is he just keeps driving. Just driving.
Well, and a lot of times you get stuck in a book and can't finish it, and that's where the never-ending story. That's what those books.
Yeah.
That's not it.
And then
I'm gonna kill him. He's gonna have to die. Fiery car crash.
And that's how the book ends. Maybe we're not sure. It's a never-ending story. Welcome to my evil book lair. We're going to call it the Evil Book Club. We're going to talk about crazy, never-ending, evil, good, bad.
No evil. Well,
right, no.
Evil. We have to fight evil.
Anti-evil. Yes. So no, I'm just very intrigued to see where these end up, and I'd love to have you back on so we could talk a little bit more about them. So would you be willing to do that with us?
Sure, absolutely. This has been
all
fun.
Right.
Yay.
Yeah, no, I'm very intrigued about your books now, and I'm gonna have to go and read some of the other ones, but because now I can do that. It's I again, like I said, I'm not allowed to do much delving into anything because it makes awkward Carl Gottlieb interviews, and trust me, you don't want to go there. It's horrible. You want to talk about
you gotta get past this, man.
You
gotta get past the bad interview. It happened. Right. Yeah.
It's very, very, very hard.
Don't make me go there.
I know.
All right, hold on. Christian, you need to exercise this demon.
Oh no!
You need to get it out of your system. This interview has passed. It is in the past. Now, please. I'm going to count to 3, and on 3, this pain will leave you. Are we ready? 1, 2, 3.
I got one thumb left.
The bad interview is gone.
We have cleansed
this. We have cleansed that demon. It is gone.
I forgot to take machines.
Now I'm going to have to go look in your archives and watch it.
No, do it.
Oh yeah, no, that is us at our absolute best.
Oh, it's you, if you ever want to experience awkward, that's the interview to watch. Trust me. No,
this one was going to be that way.
No,
I can be pretty awkward.
Oh no, you are fantastic and an absolute delight, which is why we have this little game
Guy, I don't know where he is.
called Random Questions of Insanity. We really have to figure out where he's at.
Yeah.
He bombs the show with his little Random Questions of Insanity. Then we have to play this game, which if I can find. Oh, there it is. We have a little series of questions that we like to ask all our guests. There are 2 base questions, which I think should be good for both.
Maybe we'll see.
We're gonna find out. That's what we're gonna do.
My gut reaction is that she won't have an answer for number 1, but that's just my gut on this one. That's all.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see.
So we'll see.
So yeah, we have 2 base questions that we always start off with, and then the rest are, they delve into your psyche and expose you for the quack that you are, which puts you on this show. Would you like to play? All right, great.
Sure.
So our first one is, and I'm pretty sure you're going to have an answer for this. What is the best James Bond film?
Best James Bond.
She's going to have a good answer.
Because I'm going back to the 70s. The first one I ever saw was Live and Let Die. But I'm not a fan of Roger Moore. But it was the first R-rated movie I could watch because I went with my cousin. So
now, did you see it at a drive-in?
No. Actually, it was at a theater. So,
oh, okay.
Wait, are you accusing me of going to a drive-in with my cousin?
Were you in West Virginia?
Cousin.
Well, okay, that's actually the second question. Have you ever gone to a drive-in with relatives? No, I'm just kidding.
Whoa. All right. So now we've gone to the Random Christian Show After Dark. All right. So, okay. So that's one of your more favorite ones, though, or that's just your
probably
one you could.
Like, it's the first. Yeah.
Okay.
But
I think is always going to be the epitome of James. But
okay, that was our sub question to this.
I think I did too many
Goldfinger, the
drugs
man
in
with the golden
70s,
gun.
so. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey, who didn't?
Wow.
I mean,
late 70s for me, anyway.
Well, yeah, I was late 70s, 80s. All right. So, what is your favorite sandwich, and what all is on it, from bread slice to bread slice, or roll up, or whatever?
I am a very plain person. Grilled cheese and tomato soup is my favorite thing. It's my comfort food.
Wow. All right.
But husband and I have been. We went on keto. Maybe diet for staying on for the rest of your life. So we went off keto, but not so much bread anymore anyway. So we're doing Mediterranean diet. He's, like I said, a very patient man. So I put him on these crazy diets with no sugar added ketchup, and yeah,
there you go.
He puts up with me, so.
Yeah,
so.
and I wish they didn't do that on their Doritos. No, but that's hey, grilled cheese. That's a sandwich, and a very delicious sandwich. So nothing wrong there.
If I went to Subway, Subway, it would have to be I love their tuna, but I like it with pickles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm not a jalapeno person. I'm a green
You
chili
live in the
purist, so-
Southwest.
Oh yeah, I'm from New Mexico though, so green chili is the
I was gonna say
There
hatch
you go.
chilies.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
All
I
right.
do. I like jalapenos as long as they're not pickled, which is what you're gonna get. It's
Right.
Oh, grilled fresh jalapenos. Oh my gosh.
yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Andy,
And
let's go with a couple of your questions here.
Sure. What was your favorite toy growing up as a child?
Favorite toy growing up as a child. Remember Click Clack?
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes.
No, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that toy. But actually, growing up, my mom wanted me to be the girly girl. I had to wear dresses, but I was Batman, so I would remember those diaper pins with the little ducky on it.
Yeah.
I put my blanket around with my little thing, my pin, and I got it and jumped off, and I'm surprised I didn't break anything. And then my male cousin, not the one that took me to see James Bond, but my male cousin gave me his Hot Wheels set, and I loved Hot Wheels. So,
Nice.
NASCAR fan now. I'm a NASCAR fan. What can I say?
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, circle track. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
haven't watched it in years. I used to love it. So.
You got
Jimmy
dizzy
Johnson was
after a while,
my
didn't you?
guy. Yeah.
All right. Let's see. This one's a good one. Ice cream, cake, or pie?
Mm. Back in the day, I would have to say ice cream cake, but it depends on now if it's a cream chocolate or triple coconut. That is one of the best
Oh.
pies ever. Yeah. It's
Okay.
Marie Callender's. Yeah, Marie Callender's. You
Okay.
can get it. I can't eat it anymore. I haven't had it in years since no sugar. So
Right.
sugar-free options.
All right, Andy.
Aside from sugar-free ketchup, what is the weirdest thing in your refrigerator?
Homemade tahini.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I ground my own
that's
sesame
interesting.
seeds to make
Oh,
it. Yeah.
No,
Only
that's
because I don't want to
awesome.
go back to the store.
Yep.
I have to buy it and I don't want to go back.
Okay.
Whatever way you improvise.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
So,
Got a 50-gallon jug of sesame seeds in the back here. What's that for? Everything.
Yeah.
yeah, everything.
Do you have a glass of milk? I got sesame milk. Yeah, okay. Let's see. All right. Okay. What's the best music genre?
Wow. You know what? I like everything. I was hardcore rock during the horrid disco. Okay, I don't like disco, but everything else in the world. But I listen to mostly country, honestly, from back like old 50s all the way through. Not so much the new news, but I also really love. Yeah, I love the Christian that is not what you Christian rap. I love Christian rap. Tadashi, he's amazing. I know Christian rap, and I'm 59 years old. I love it though. It's great.
No, I found Christian Scott was really good. Oh, Skillet's good, yeah.
Yeah, I like the hard rock stuff. So I love everything. I love big band music. I mean,
yes.
Jimmy Dorsey, Glenn Miller, Jimmy Dorsey.
Oh yeah. I was actually very surprised.
What I listened to.
Yeah. When I was listening to Skillet, I had no idea who they were, and then they're like, "Yeah, this is a faith-based group." I'm like, "What? Wait, no, rewind." And they said, "Well, it's a CD. You don't have to rewind. Just go back to the first track." And but where's the sound come from? It's just a little piece of plastic. All right, I'm sorry. Okay, Andy.
Where's the tape?
Yeah. It's your night to order pizza for the group. What are we getting?
I would get a meat lovers going to Pizza Hut.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Yes.
But I honestly like the Hawaiian pizza. My husband hates pineapple, so I haven't had that in years either.
Oh.
Yeah.
See,
who hates
I'm
pineapple?
sorry.
I mean, I can see he's not on pizza, but you won't eat pineapple.
I like pineapple, ham, and jalapeno. So that's with extra cheese and sauce.
I'm still surprised that
Deal with it.
pineapple. I'm still shocked that pineapple on pizza is such like a heated topic.
Yeah. Hey, anchovies. Enough said.
No.
I don't think anchovies are as decisive as pineapple on pizza. Like people can say, "Oh, I just don't like anchovies on my pizza," but you tell somebody that you like pineapple on pizza,
And they go off.
They stop calling. You know, they're not calling. They're not texting anymore.
You're like,
Yeah.
but Mom.
I know,
Mom,
right?
it's-
I just
it's
said I
just
like
pineapple,
pineapple on
Mom.
my pizza. And it's like, no, man, I'm not gonna like pineapple
I
on
didn't
this
say
pizza.
I
can't
hated
talk
your
to that guy
cooking.
anymore.
Yeah. Okay. Here's one. Which famous celebrity would you want to punch in the face?
Oh, punch in the face. Wow.
Oh, she lit up on that one.
All right. Yeah.
Well, there's
Yeah,
so
this
many.
should
How do
be
I put down?
Uh-oh.
I don't know. I don't want to get sued. Yeah.
Oh, no.
I don't want to get sued.
I think you're pretty safe here.
Yeah.
honestly, because then so he's expensive and to other authors, and especially those upcoming. Is they're the highway, and he took the way I do, then you're an idiot. So yeah, no.
But
I know,
why
I
would
like
you write like him?
repeatedly?
He writes
Exactly.
like him.
You know. Yeah, exactly.
Forget about him.
Forget about him.
All right. Good answer. Yes.
Yeah.
I now fully accept that because I did not know he was like that. So there we go. Not that I was a huge fan
well,
of him.
he's had
anyway,
interviews. Yeah, he's had some interviees where he's pretty rude.
Well, he's never coming on this show. So.
Oh, you're not allowed. Invited.
Yeah.
Stay home.
Stupid
Stay home
old
with your
Stephen
bazillion
King
dollar man.
writer guy. Ooh, I wrote about a clown who lives in the cellar. Ooh.
And made bazillions of dollars.
Walk in the
Yeah.
Green
Whatever.
Mile. Ooh, walk in the Green Mile. Yeah. All right.
That was a good book, though.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
It's a
that's
great movie
actually-
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
decent adaptation as well.
All right. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Fine. There, I buzzed me.
There you
Okay,
go.
there.
Good.
All right,
Okay.
Andy, one more.
Yeah, feel free to take the fifth on this if you have to.
Oh God. No.
But what was the stupidest way that you've ever broken the law?
Wow. And got away with it? I mean,
I mean, or
Yes,
yeah,
that's the answer we want.
right.
I haven't done anything really bad that I got caught. I know.
That I've gotten
probably
caught out.
Okay.
There were some public displays have been displayed. Let's just put it that way. Back in the day, drugs were involved, probably or alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now
Yes.
we
We're
now
not
we
gonna
have a
do
whole
that.
new series of
Now that I have that,
questions.
I need brain bleach. I need the brain bleach.
Right.
I don't remember all that
Yeah.
stuff. Dang it. Brought it up. Way to go. Thanks a lot.
Sorry, my bad. Sorry.
All right, let's okay, I got one here for you. Last one here. I want to save that for next time. Okay. You have 30 seconds to tell the world something. What is it?
Oh, tell the world something. Okay. Did you know that Jesus loves you no matter what you did in life? And that he's with you. That's all I have to tell everybody.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't need 30 seconds either.
Jade, I was going to say, nope, straightforward to the point, done, boom.
Yeah.
Well, I guess you don't really
And
need
you don't
a rim
need
shot on
religion.
that.
It's not about religion.
It's about God. Absolutely.
It's
right
all about
there.
relationship. All about relationship.
Right on. Well, see, that wasn't so hard, was it?
No,
Ah,
although
jeez,
the-
Vic.
you almost got me arrested for something I did 40 years ago.
Oh, don't worry. We'll take the heat for you. That's
Right.
what we're good at. Trust
Yeah.
me. So, all right. since we have the theme of the never-ending story going, now we can continue the story once you're done with your stories, and we'll bring you back, and we're going to hear all about these fantastic 2 series that you have finished. Can we do that?
All right. And about 3 or 4 more by then.
There you go. Love it.
We'll take it. We will take that in a
Right.
heartbeat. All right. Hey, Vicky, this was just absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Thank you.
You are
Thanks for having
absolutely
me.
awesome. All right. You can find her at www.vjdunn.com. She is out there. She's on Amazon. She's what are the other websites? I forgot now.
Anywhere books are sold.
Just anywhere books are sold.
Yeah.
And then and the Kindle. That's what I was trying to think of. The Kindle and all that.
Yeah, that's on Amazon.
In fact, there's exclusive books on there that you can only get there. So
Only
make sure
on
you
Amazon.
check them all out. Yeah, that's right. Only on Amazon. Vicky, thank you again so much for hanging out with us. You are an
Thank
absolute
you.
joy. Can't wait to get you back on. Enjoy the rest of your week, ma'am. We love you. Thank you so much for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, Vicky
Love
Dunn.
you too.
Vicky Dunn. All right.
Thank you. All right.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh my gosh. No, I'm really very intrigued about her little apocalypse.
As am I. Now. Yeah. Now we can read. Now we can read the stuff.
Well, I'm gonna need a lot of picture books. But
Oh, sure. All right. Well, you know what? I'll read them and I will tell you what happens.
Oh, or read them to me.
No.
Every night when I go to bed.
No.
Do anything fun.
I know.
No, that's fine. That's absolutely great, Andy. You know,
I'm not.
I try to
not
be
reading
there
to
for you, but you could be there for me. But no, that's fine. Well, you know, I think it's somewhere about.
Do you like sports? Do you like your sports in your face? Do you like to know the truth about your sports? Well, now it's time to get real and get truthful with all things sports. That's why now, on the Random Christian Show, it's time for the man, the myth, the one who brings sports all to the interweb world. It is time for Tommy the Truth.
There it is. Hey, where is he?
Oh, yeah. He's back, everybody.
Tommy the Truth, back in action. What's up, buddy? How you doing, man?
Tommy, can you hear us? Tommy.
It's like the Who song.
I know.
Can you hear me?
Tommy, can you hear us?
Tommy spent all this time updating all his.
And action.
And scene. There he is. Maybe. Tommy.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Oh yeah, I'm here. I can hear you guys.
Oh, there.
Okay.
There you are.
You just messing with us?
Oh no, you guys left off for a second. What? Technical difficulties.
You want us to suffer, I think.
Nope, I was ready. Just some crazy stuff going on in the Matrix right now, I think is what is going on. There's something going on in the Matrix. And it's controlling all of us, and we might as well just get used to it and just deal with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ew,
Okay.
no.
All right.
Now I feel like I'm back in the 80s. Okay. Well, Tommy, welcome back, man. You've been on hiatus for a couple of weeks here, and we are so glad to have you back. A lot's been happening. We've got the NFL draft. We got the NBA playoffs, hockey. I mean, let's see what's going on here. And how's the cow chip throwing, by the way?
You know what? I've determined that I don't have the athletic or mental ability to throw cow chips. Because every time I try to throw a cow chip in any type of competition, it just smells so bad, and I end up throwing it about 12 inches, and I'm done.
Right. Yeah.
So you know what? I'll leave that to the professionals They know what they're doing. They've been doing it for years and everything. And I'll just do my basic sports, which is, well, eating Doritos and playing tennis. I'll stick to tennis.
Yeah, there you go. All right. All right. So let's all right, because it's been a bit here. We were trying to get you back last week so we could talk more about the NFL draft. Bring up what happened with the NFL draft. Who was the big winner here?
Well, absolutely. To me, and it's into my division, and I hate the Eagles with an absolute passion, but they had an A draft. I mean, they might as well just go to Georgia every year and say, hey, who do you have coming out? We'll just draft all your players.
Right.
Because the last 2 years, they drafted Georgia players back-to-back national championships. What can get better than that? Carter, Smith, Ringo. They got Carter, the great defensive lineman. A little bit of off-the-field problems, but I think he's going to be fine. Then they end up picking up Smith, the linebacker, Nolan Smith, the guy that I wanted the Cowboys to get, but we needed a defensive tackle. And then they got Ringo later in the rounds, 3 guys from Georgia. It's just
they got Ringo Starr.
No, that's all I think of too when I think of Ringo. Is Kaylee? I believe it's Kaylee Ringo.
So Ringo Starr.
Well, he's going to be a star. He could be a star.
Yes, he will be.
There you go. Hey, I got you there. He could be a star.
Yeah.
He could be. But I mean, out of those group of 3 Georgia players, I'd say if he keeps his head on straight, the best players, of course, Carter. I go Carter, Smith, and then Starr. But Starr could be.
This one kid had off the field problems. What does that mean? Like,
well, he got into a little. He was racing a little bit, and some people unfortunately passed away. It was pretty serious. But he, when he was arrested and everything, or had to do it, I don't know if he was arrested, but he dealt with it, and whatever happened with that case. And he got off light
because he's a sports celebrity.
That if it was you and me, more than likely we would be in jail. Yes, but seems like he's learned his lesson. To see what happens. Some of these athletes just they get these big stars in their head or their money. He knows Mr. Raider fan, one of his wide receivers got in trouble driving too fast, like 150 dang miles an hour. And I don't think we'll ever hear of him anymore with the Raiders or in the NFL. What was that? Do you remember the receiver's name that got in trouble?
Yeah, Henry Ruggs III. Yeah.
Yeah. And we'll never. Go ahead.
He just got indicted too. Like he just had his trial.
Right.
And he basically agreed to everything. He's in prison for the next 5 years at least.
And basically, his football career is probably done.
Oh, I don't think anybody would pick him up. I don't know that this is going to be like a. I mean, did Aldon Smith kill people? I know Ray Lewis did, but Aldon Smith didn't.
Smith just had I think with Smith, it was just a lot of off the field issues. I think it was drinking or drugs.
Right. Yeah.
Something of that nature.
No. So yeah, and I know that Aldon Smith had his issues, but I don't think it was just the severity that Ruggs did. I doubt that any team would pick him up. Michael Vick came back out of prison, right?
Dogfighting. He was in prison for a few years, and he came back and played with the Eagles. He managed to come back. Yeah,
he came back for a couple years, and then they were like, "Yeah."
You know what? I think time will tell. Who knows if somebody's desperate enough and he stays in shape, somebody might want Ruggs because man, he looked really good before he was.
Yeah.
Or you know what? There's always the USFL. There's always this Canadian Football League.
It's got a very big following.
Right. And then of course the league The Rock owns. That's his league as well. There's 3 other leagues he can play in if the NFL doesn't welcome him back.
Yeah.
Now let me throw this out at you. Just as for instance, back in the day, Todd Marinovich, would he have been able to keep playing, or do you think?
Well, Marinovich just had
if he was playing today. If he was playing today, would he still be the consider? I mean, because he was very blatant about his smoking marijuana and whatnot.
Well, we didn't.
Now it's legal.
Yeah.
And the thing is, his father. If you saw the Todd Marinovich story, his father just pushed him way, way, way too hard. It was constant pressure all the time. I think if he got away from that in today's game, with weed, no one in the NFL cares about weed anymore. He would probably be okay, but he was an amazing talent coming out of college. He was amazing.
Yeah, he was insane to watch him play. It was just the guy was so gifted. I mean, for what he did, and But now you go back to this whole thing. Did his father really push him too hard, or did his father make him that much better?
When I saw the documentary, I would say his father just pushed him to a point that it was almost like robo quarterback to a
Yeah.
point he had to be perfect all the time, and I think that pushed him into smoking marijuana and doing what he did. It was too much pressure. It was
Yeah.
like robo quarterback. You will do everything perfect. It was just, to me, it was too much.
Yeah. Okay. Just a thought, because I mean, besides the marijuana, I never saw any reason why, he got pushed out so quickly as he did, but they made that the huge deal. It was because he was smoking marijuana. So no, can't play.
Right,
And
right.
I think we lost a great talent because of the stupidity of a very, I think, safer than alcohol drug.
Right.
You
Well,
know,
there's, Art Schlichter came from Ohio State, really great quarterback in college, didn't make it because he had a gambling problem, had issues
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So it's just unfortunate. You just got to hope more of those players come out, not having to deal with that stuff from college and all the pressure, and they can deal with it better. But
yeah. And now we're going to
another-
go down the Pete Rose road, and I don't want to do that. So
Right. Don't go. Yeah, Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame, but that's another story.
yes.
Yeah, we should know. Well,
I
someday,
need to
no,
do a story.
we're going to talk about that, because
someday we may
not
slide
today.
headfirst into the Pete Rose issue, but we will not.
Oh,
Right. And I mean, with Pete Rose, to me, just to make it really quick, I think he's served whatever punishment he had, and I think it's just time before
Absolutely.
he dies. Get him in the Hall of Fame. He needs to be in the Hall of Fame, and I hope it happens before he does pass away.
I have a feeling that the impetus to get him in the Hall of Fame will happen after he passes.
Really, and that's
Oh,
sad.
yeah.
That's
It is
going to be sad.
but
It is.
That's what's going to happen. They're going to be like,
No, it's going to be a disservice
he
to
was
his
one
legacy.
of the greats.
But
Yeah,
I mean,
he's still got the hit record, right? More hits than anybody else in baseball. Correct?
well, yeah.
I mean, greatest hitter of all time as far as amount of hits. He needs to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
But
Hey, put him in there with an X, like they did with Jose Canseco and McGuire. You know what? There.
I don't think
There. You got your little X note or whatever.
Yeah, they can always put it in with an asterisk. Yeah.
That's what. Yeah. X
Yeah.
note, asterisk, whatever.
Let me talk about two guys. My Cowboys, which they drafted more for need. Mazi Smith out of Michigan, which is a defensive tackle, which we needed. We give up. I think we were 28th in giving up, yards on the run. We couldn't stop anybody from running on us. So he'll plug up the middle. Again, the need pick, Luke Schoon. I think it's Schoonmaker. I hope I pronounced that correctly. He's a tight end, again from Michigan, replaces Schultz. And then my most interesting pick the Cowboys had was in the seventh round, their seventh pick, actually. Deuce Vaughn is out of Kansas State, 185 pounds, and he's a tiny guy, but he can hide behind the running backs and sneak in, and he's quick. And his dad actually works for the Cowboys. So what was neat is that his dad got to call him on the phone and say, hey, do you want to come work for me next week? Come work for me. That was
that's cool.
epically fun to watch. A dad calling his son, works for the Cowboys, and they drafted the running back out of Kansas State. And I think he'll be nice platooning with Pollard, and we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah.
And we kind of spoke about this a little bit before the show. Yeah, he's a small guy, but he's a powerhouse. You had guys like Barry Sanders, who was not so much a powerhouse, more as a finesse guy, and speed. But then you also got guys, Emmitt Smith, Terrell Davis, all just beasts, little balls of beasts, and they would just bust through the line, and their speed, once they got open, gone.
I don't see him as the every down back, but again, platooning with the other running backs they picked up, and especially Pollard coming off his broken leg. Right. I still see them maybe going after, maybe getting a power back, maybe Zeke. There's a possibility. Nobody's showing interest in Zeke right now. He's not going to make that money. He might come back for $3 or $4 million and come back to the Cowboys and be kind of that power back. But then I heard Tampa Bay's looking at him right now, so we'll have to see what happens with that.
Okay, now let me throw this out to you real quick, because I thought of this question when we were talking before the show. You're talking about he's not going to be an every down back. Do you think they've gotten rid of the every down back because of guys like Terrell Davis, who just got so overworked and their career just shortened like phenomenally?
I just think the game has gone more to a passing game. I think the days of those type of backs and Emmitt Smith and Thurman Thomas and all that, it's pretty much done. You can get running backs late and be effective because it's turning into a passing game. That's why you have these running backs signing these 1-year deals. Or if Pollard would sign more of a franchise tag deal, I think he would get like $11 million a year. And that used to be $15-20 million a year.
Yeah.
I just think the running backs are just getting phased out of the game. I don't necessarily like it. But if I have a son going into college right now, I say, you know what? Play quarterback or play wide receiver. Or become a wide receiver running back hybrid. You got to be able to do both because they're phasing out the running back. I don't like it, but that's the way the game's evolving.
If I had a kid, I'd tell him to be playing golf.
Yeah, there you go. It's safer.
Dude, you don't get hit.
Hey, what about tennis? Play tennis.
There you go. Yeah.
There you go.
But golf,
the Cowboys, like I said, I don't know if I said it before. I think I rated their draft either a B-, maybe a C+, somewhere around there. So
yeah.
All right. But it's
and
the Cowboys, so nobody cares.
Yeah, I know. Wait, hey, I gotta ask you. I gotta ask Raider fan. I'm gonna ask him in a second how he would rate his draft. But let me say one more thing about the NFL. What I felt was the steal of the draft, which was Stetson Bennett. Here's a guy that's won back-to-back national championships for Georgia. He goes to the Rams. He can sit behind Matthew Stafford and learn from Stafford if he stays healthy for a year or two. And this guy was a walk-on at Georgia, 29-3 record. He walked on, okay? 15-0 his last year. He was drafted 128th, 4th round. So I think that's kind of the steal of the draft. I thought he'd go sooner. I mean, he won back-to-back championships. But now he can just sit behind Matthew Stafford and learn the game. And I think it's a good pick really good pick for the Rams because I don't think Stafford's going to play forever.
Okay, but now here's the thing about that too. Okay, the guy goes late in the draft. Okay, but you know what? Those are the guys. They always seem to excel because they get to sit back. They don't get to deal with the hype. They don't get to deal with the pressure. I mean, look at Kurt. Was it Kurt Warner?
Yeah,
he went late in the draft. Was always somebody's backup.
Right. He was undrafted.
That's
You're
right.
correct.
Warner was undrafted. He came over from the CFL.
Yeah, and he was he was a grocery stalker in a dang supermarket too. So he was undrafted. That's even a greater Cinderella story right there.
Watch the
Mr. Christian.
Watch the movie that came out.
Yeah, I forgot about that. But guys like those, Steve Young always was a backup for the longest time. And I mean, good Lord, backup to Joe Montana. I mean, well,
did he suffered in Tampa Bay for a while? He suffered over there for a while.
Well, yeah. But he learned so much from a guy like Montana. Like you're saying, you sit back, watch Stafford, learn the rules of the game, learn how to play, learn how to work with your players out here in the the NFL. He's going to get groomed, and then he's going to become, he's going to come out, and it's up to him at that point. But still, I think something like that, everybody needs that. And those are the guys that end up being the man, Yeah.
And you're talking about, let's just pull up the greatest quarterback to be drafted late all time. Tom Brady was drafted 6th, 7th round. Look what he did. Dak Prescott.
It's getting hard to hear you. I can't hear you.
Dak Prescott. He was drafted to be Tony Romo's backup. Dak Prescott was never supposed to start.
You're fading in and out there. Or something.
Yeah, we got the Brader hater over there. Brader hater.
Dude, and he's from the Bay Area, so I got no respect for him. He's a punk.
Okay, I need to ask Raider fan. Yeah, grade your draft. How did you feel about your draft?
It was weird. I think. I mean, they did focus a little more on defense, which is great. Yes. And they needed to, which I think was good. However, I know Garoppolo is going to get hurt, right?
Well, no, you're hoping that he doesn't get hurt, but does he have enough weapons around him if he stays healthy to score 30 points a game? And I agree, the defense. I don't know why people don't talk about the Raiders' defense, but the defense wasn't very good. It just wasn't.
No, it really wasn't. And so I just, and again, with the exception of that one really good draft that they had, I think it was 2020 when they got Crosby and Renfro and Foster Moreau. And was that the Josh Jacobs year? It might've been the Josh Jacobs year as well. Right. But anyway, like they haven't had a good draft since. So like I've learned not to take any stock in the Raiders draft at all, because I don't know if I'm gonna see those guys or if they're gonna do anything good. And like, I mean, honestly, right now, as a Raider fan, you have it's gonna be what, week 4, week 5 when Garoppolo gets hurt, and now you have Hoyer and now Aiden O'Connell that still has to learn an offense, right?
I'm crossing my fingers. I'm going to hope that Garoppolo has a really solid season, doesn't get hurt. But I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
Andy is every Raider fan, any real Raider fan. Andy just expressed how we always are on drafts and on opening day, because it doesn't matter how you do in the preseason. This should be for any team, but everybody, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Every Raider fan, if they're a real Raider fan, are going, yeah, we'll see.
They did, they did the thing where it was the last 6 years of first round draft picks for the Raiders, and only one still plays for the Raiders.
Right.
But the Raiders have had such a crazy, stupid past,
but
5-10 years. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but you know what? The one thing that I can say is that, and this will be the last thing, is that, hey, same coach is going to be there this year, which is great, right? Honestly, what Raiders have lacked for the last 20 years is stability,
right?
And so, if there can be a coach that stays past 3 years, that actually gets to draft people that he wanted to draft and mold his team, give him a shot.
No, they need stability. They need some stability, and once they get that, it's look what happened this will wrap it up. When they moved to LA, okay, the Flores went down there, got him fired up, got him ready to go, got him stabilized, started doing real good, and then Norv Turner,
right?
It's like okay,
It's always good to have some stability and have your coaches stick around till it gets to a point where you feel like the coach they just can't win with that particular coach. Then you move on, but you don't want to be switching coaches every year or every 2 years. I don't think that's a way to create any kind of unless you're 0-17 for 2 years in a row. That's not a way to create.
But that's also the Al Davis AFC curse. So
right. Okay, guys, NBA real quick.
Yes, NBA.
I'm enjoying what I'm seeing because I love defense, and they're playing more defense in the playoffs, and I love that. Yeah. We have the 76ers Celtics. I picked 76ers 4-2. I have the Suns over the Nuggets 4-2. I have the Lakers over Golden State 4-2. And then I also have yes. I have the Lakers over Golden State 4-2. Sorry. And then I have the Heat beating the Knicks 4-2. And I really like the fact that the Lakers did advance against the Grizzlies, because why are you poking the bear?
Right.
Dylan Brooks, what are you doing? Dude, why are you poking the bear? Saying he's old, he can't play anymore. Why are you poking LeBron James? What the flick is wrong with you, dude?
You can't you can't speak against a guy like LeBron James unless you're putting up LeBron James like numbers.
And I know he's trying to be like Rodman, and Rodman was a great player back in the day. Won 2 titles with the Pistons, 1 with the Bulls, but Rodman came out to play. He came out to rebound. He came out to play defense.
I was going to say, Rodman was a completely different style of player. Dude, when Rodman was on the court, you did not want to have the ball. I can tell you that much. Everybody would say they were always passing it off because they didn't want to have to deal with Rodman because he was that damn good. You didn't. I mean, you would lose the ball. You go up. You try and slam against him. You try and do anything against somebody like Rodman. You're done.
And he was flamboyant. He colored his hair. He was a little oddball, but when it came to playing on the court and was time to play, he would play. Dylan Brooks, wears these cutoffs and these weird stuff. But you know what he said that was really unique to me, because we have social media. He says, break the internet. So maybe he's just interested in breaking the internet and people looking at him. You're not Rodman there, dude. You're not even close to Rodman. You're not close to really anybody. And the Grizzlies already informed him, we don't want you back. He's gone. They don't want him back on the team.
I doubt that he lands anywhere.
Yeah, probably not. He'll probably be
unless
what's his name from the 49ers?
Unless someone is is super desperate for, but like his contributions aren't enough to warrant his. He's like Antonio Brown, except he's not as good.
No,
You know?
Antonio Brown put up numbers. No, and he acts like he's this great player. I actually think somebody will probably give him a chance, but it's going to be something that they're going to really monitor him and see his behavior, because he just can't act like that.
Right.
Yeah. And there's no way of comparing him to Rodman. Rodman came up, proved himself from Detroit all the way through the Bulls, and kicked everybody's ass, and then got weird and loopy, but he still performed as a player no matter what. He played the game the way the game was supposed to be played, whether he had eye makeup on or whatever. It didn't matter. He was still a player. This guy is just some punk trying to get his 15 minutes of fame because he knows he's going to fizzle.
Right. And the thing with Rodman, you saw him in Detroit, he was kind of more straight-laced. He was skinnier, didn't do the makeup or the color. And then when he got to San Antonio, he played there for a little bit. And then Chicago, he just said more of his personality started to come out. And I didn't have a problem with that because the dude was playing hard. He's playing hard, nevertheless. So, but yeah, I actually picked Milwaukee over, Phoenix 4-2 before the season began. Milwaukee's already out. So,
but with a healthy Giannis, he would have been. Yeah, they would have been.
And I was going to say, I think it just, Milwaukee's still getting to that point. Not that I followed a whole lot of basketball this year, but what I have heard and what I've seen just from clips and whatnot, I think Milwaukee's going to be a huge threat next year.
Okay, who's the Golden State fan?
That's me.
I got a feeling that if Golden State can't get by the Lakers, they don't come back. They're down 3-1. That there's going to be a little breakup on that team. I think Green is gone. I think they're going to ship Green out. What do you guys think about that? Draymond.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I'm not sure. It's
he's still got 2 more years on his contract, right?
Something like that. Yeah. So I have a feeling that they might let his contract run out, and keep him around next year. But I don't know. He's played pretty good, and Bob Myers seems like the kind of owner that doesn't want to end the party too soon.
But you also just because Draymond Green is also one of the older players on that team.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got to give him that, and he comes out and like Rodman, like any good player, he plays hard when he's on the court. He's all business. What people think of him, whether he's over aggressive or not. No, go back and watch 1970s and 80s basketball. Trust me, that's aggressive basketball.
Yeah.
I think the thing that hurt him is when he, kicked the guy in the balls. That hurt him. And also he punched out his teammate in the locker room. Remember that? That's what they're kind of looking at now. He's more of his attitude. So I don't know if I'll be surprised either way if he's gone. I don't know. Right. He might be, he might not.
Yeah, I don't know. And we can get into a huge debate on that because there's so much that we don't see that happens in locker rooms and has happened in locker rooms.
Sure.
So that's just more social media getting in there and going, oh, look at this, and shut up.
I don't know.
It's just in the time
so hushed and
in the time we live right now, that stuff doesn't seem to be allowed, and owners and stuff are more pickier about that, unfortunately. And I don't really have too much of a problem with it because teammates fight sometimes. Teammates get in the scuffles. But in the day and age we live in, everybody's so sensitive, they might have a problem with it. But we'll just have to see what happens.
Right. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. All right. So you've thrown your picks out there. Who do you see going all the way?
Well, one of my team's out. Phoenix is still in it. My friend Wallace is going to kill me. He's a big Laker fan. Oh my God. I got to stick with Phoenix. I guess Phoenix against Miami is who I'll go to right now. And I'll have Phoenix winning 4-2. And Wallace, don't kill me because I know you're a Laker fan if you're watching.
Hey, I think the Lakers got a lot of talent, but I just don't think, I think LeBron's ego too big for it. I think there's just too much. There's too much other things going on in that team. I don't think they'll pull it together well enough to make it through.
When LeBron James has a 3-1 lead in a series, he's 17-0.
Hey, you can throw stats all you want, bro. It doesn't matter. It's still how.
No, that matters. 17-0, 17-0. That means he doesn't lose when he gets a 3-1 lead. That's impressive.
We'll see how he does against the Warriors there.
But I think the Suns will win it. The ones 4 games to 2.
All right.
But no, I'm thinking I like Miami. I think you're right. I think Miami, and I think it's Golden State.
Yeah,
not just because I'm a fan. I think Golden State has the depth, the talent, and the skill to get there.
I don't see the Lakers losing 3 in a row, but we'll see.
All right.
They got to lose 3 in a row. So
it's happened before.
It can happen.
Again. It's gonna happen. And I'm just saying, I might know some people that might know some things. You know?
Yeah, you talk to those people, see if you can get that set up. But I have a friend that thinks, hey, dude, I have a friend that thinks the whole NBA is fixed to go 7 games. I do. I have a friend who says it's all fixed to go 7. So who knows? I do have people that think that way.
And how often does it do that?
It does. That,
a lot.
Yeah. A lot,
especially
and in
nowadays
hockey.
Because there's so much money. And hockey, real quick, you had something you wanted to say about hockey.
Okay, going back, this is the Avalanche against the Red Wings back in the 90s, guys. You got to see these videos on YouTube. You want to see like good old fashioned goalie fight. Okay, 1997. Yeah. Okay, 1997. Mike Verne against Patrick Roy.
Yeah.
Mike Verne, Patrick Roy, goalie fight. The rematch, 1998. Osgood against Patrick Roy, Red Wing Avalanche. They came out right in the middle and they fought it out. So that's some good old fashioned like stuff from the 90s when they had the Avalanche against the Red Wings. It's an unbelievable. The rivalry back then in the 90s was crazy.
Next week we got to talk more hockey.
There you go.
We can do that. They're in the playoffs right now.
Yeah.
Go, but I kind of want to go for the Kraken because they're an expansion team. I want to see it. You just
like saying the Kraken.
Yeah,
the Kraken's great. Like Clash of the Titans, Kraken, man. It's great, man. I want to see it. Why not?
I'm down with it. I'm good with it. And yeah, saying the Kraken. What are you doing? Smoking the Kraken. What are you doing right now?
The Kraken. Remember that? Release the Kraken.
That's awesome. There's a rum that we used to drink that is the Kraken that has a really cool bottle shape and everything. And whenever we would open a new bottle, we got to release the Kraken. So.
Kraken or Vegas? That'd be cool with Vegas too. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know. Vegas. Anyway. All right. Well, Tommy, listen, definitely next week. Let's talk some more hockey. Let's get some of that, bring it into it. And we'll see how you're doing with your picks on the NBA. And Lakers suck. And
okay, can I get your guys' picks really quick? I said 4-2 Suns for the finals over Miami.
Oh, I'm Golden State, dude.
But who are they going to beat in the finals?
Miami.
Okay.
I would.
No,
love
I
to
like
see,
your Miami pick. Sorry.
Yeah, I would love to see Golden State and the 76ers go.
Oh.
And obviously, if that happens, I'm picking Golden State. Come on.
Right.
Yeah.
6.
Right. But
I forgot about Philadelphia. I forgot about that first nation.
Harden's actually outplaying. He's playing the best he's ever played right now. So.
Yep.
Anyway. Yeah, but then again, that's not saying that.
No, it really isn't saying much. So,
but Sixers do have a solid team though.
Joe Embiid's playing hurt, but he's playing, dude.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, and that's probably one of their problems is he's weak, because of that.
Yeah.
But hey, stranger things have happened, so we'll have to see what happens next week.
Right. All right, we'll talk that and some hockey next week.
Yeah.
Yes. Tommy, thank you so much for being here, brother. We appreciate you as always. You are the man, the sports, the dream, as they like to say. Well, I don't know who they are, but they do say it a lot, and I hear it. It's all over the interweb. Check it out. Tommy the Truth, thank you so much for being with us, brother. You the man.
Bye, guys.
You the myth. And we will talk to him next week. Speaking of next week, what do we got going on next week? Oh,
the pastor, good pastor.
That's right. Pastor Jonathan O'Reilly. Oh, yeah, here we go. There's a little kick out music for us. Pastor Jonathan O'Reilly. Hey, man, you want to talk about a guy with just a great spirit and just fun. He's so awesome. I'm excited for you guys to hear him, talk with him. We're going to have a lot of good word from him and a good message. Talk about today's youth and whatnot. And he is a huge sports fan as well. So,
okay.
In fact, he used to play quarterback and
Ooh.
is very, very good at quarterback. So
Oh, that's cool.
talk to him about that. In the meantime, we're getting escorted out the only way we know how.
Right.
So make sure you tune in next week. In the meantime, tell your friends, tell your neighbors to check out the Random Christian Show. We're trying to get on a morning or an afternoon, evening show. So if you got a radio station that has a sucky morning show or evening show, hey, hit up the Random Christian Show.
Yeah, come
We're on
on.
allaccess.com. In the meantime, for him, that's Andy.
No, yeah, for
I'm
you.
still not Andy.
No,
I'm
but I am
Christian,
Andy. That's
and
me.
he is Andy, not Bruce Wayne. We'll save that for next week.
Right.
Be good to each other, kids. Take care of each other. Again, thank you so much, VJ Dunn, for hanging out with us. God bless y'all. We'll see you next week, Tuesday, 4 o'clock Central Time. Trying to hit the right button.